Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I'm super excited to have you guys here today because today we're building an entire virtual world for our community to enjoy and to show you how you can create your own virtual experiences, online so that you can basically, be able to co-work, collaborate, and really spend your time with the right people, right, in the right communities, or even with your team members, within your company all within a virtual space. And we'll show you how to do that with all open source software so you can take advantage of it yourself as well. So let's just quickly get into it and let's show you how it's all going to work. So what I want to first talk about is, the why, what's, and hows behind our builds. And we usually like doing this because it really helps us give a great, perspective to the people who are watching on the stream, exactly why we're doing this, what we hope to achieve, and how this is going to help you as well, what skills you might learn as you go through this learning journey together with us. So basically what we wanted to do was we used to use GatherTown. First of all, GatherTown is, actually I want to show you their website just to show you what it's all about. But for all our virtual kind of meeting needs, we used to use GatherTown, and GatherTown had a sponsorship program that they ended last year, and they were very generous to sponsor us for like a whole year of using their service. But basically, the whole idea is that you get to have in-person moments online. Imagine you have a virtual office, and then you're able to then walk into a room and then actually have proximity chat, right? So where people are close to you, you'll be able to actually hear them and talk to them, and people are farther away, you can't do that as much. And you can basically understand when you should grasp someone's attention, when they're actually in a free state, as you would in an office. Hey, are you free? If not, move on. Or if they aren't free, then you can basically have a separate section for them meetings, right? You have a separate section for you to be able to chat with you and so on and so forth. So it's a really powerful tool. I think that it makes it really easy for you to have like more serendipitous conversations, and I thought that was amazing experience to have, especially when you're speaking of a community like ours where we want to come together and essentially co-work, collaborate, co-create, do whatever it takes to build really interesting and unique impact projects to help the world. So we used the Gather for a while, but obviously since we outgrew it because of the sponsorship program ending and us being a nonprofit, we're like, hey, why don't we just go ahead and go the open source route and find something that would actually help us, build on top of that, make our own, really, right? So we found this really cool GitHub repository called SkyOffice, which we forked. And basically how it kind of works is that it's basically like Gather, right? You have your own kind of, space where you can go ahead and, I'm just gonna type some random thing. My name is Conrad, let's say. And you can have your own virtual space here. It's fantastic. You have the same features as Gather. It was actually a Gather a Gather employee, I think, came out from Gather and started building this. So that's awesome. Really huge kudos to him. And basically what we can do now is we can have meetings together. We can go to our separate rooms and do some co-working. But the most important part of this, I think, is just the ability to actually customize this fully, because it's all open source code, right? We can customize any kind of adventure we want. We can make like an entire adventure RPG into here. We can make like a Dragon's Lair, where this is where people are going to do their best work and go work, and then you have like a relaxation area where you're going to do your Pomodoro timers. Like, this world really is open for us to build and do whatever we want here. So it's super exciting. So what I want to do today is I want to show you kind of the process in which we did everything, just so that you can also, if you're starting from scratch, trying to build this for your community, or you just want to learn about how this works so that you can help us build out our iteration as well. Definitely, this is something that hopefully will help you out. But basically, we're going to split our live stream into 3 sections. We want to show you how we built our own metaverse, right? How we forked it and how we hosted it. We want to show you how community members can contribute to it. So we have a way that we've set up so that it'll be easy for our community members to come in and just say, hey, I have this new character sprite I want to add. Oh, hey, I have this new map I want to add. How can we do that? I want to show people how that works. And then lastly, I'm going to integrate it with our current existing community space, which is currently hosted at our x3.family. And basically this will give us an opportunity to, be able to show, for example, when someone logs in, right? It's like, hey, there are people right now active in the metaverse, right? Join us. And of course, if you guys want to check out the metaverse anytime while we're currently on stream as well, you can just go to meta.x3.family, and then you can go ahead and check that out. So that's meta.x3.family. Feel free to check that out if you are curious about, right now, how it all works. Okay, very cool. So I wanted to first talk about hosting on Metaverse. You see, I've already done that, but I wanted to show you like how I figured out how to deploy it because it wasn't super easy from the beginning. I think a lot of like these indie projects don't have as clear instructions as they could have, and I think it's really good that I can provide some clear instructions for people because I've learned how to do it properly. So I'm actually going to go ahead and add some. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and add some details into here. So getting started is here, but I'm going to go ahead and edit the README and then just give this basically give my rendition of how how it works. So let's go ahead actually even just sign in first. So we'll grab that and sign in. And let's just sign in and I'm going to just edit the README so that everyone knows exactly how it might work. Okay, great. So we're gonna go ahead and edit this. And we have this section for getting started. Okay, so then I'm gonna get a section for hosting. So hosting. Inside the root folder, there is a netlify.toml file. This makes it easy to deploy our project over on Netlify, our clients over on Netlify. All you have to do is just connect the GitHub repository, and Netlify will do the rest, following the instructions from the .toml file. So what does that mean, right? So basically what happened is we just simply went to Netlify, and Netlify, if you don't know, by the way, it's a really amazing, like even it's free as well, free up to a certain amount, of course, but a free hosting site that lets you host your custom code, your front-end code specifically. So I'm going to show you actually how that works. So all we had to do, it was super easy, was we simply just had to connect a domain, or actually connect the repository first, right? Deploy from GitHub, and then I connected a domain, meta.x3.family. And then because it has a deployment, I guess it has a deployment, how to say, a deployment, words. Besides the deployment toml file, basically it already knows exactly what it needs to do. So like here, right here, cd types and yarn, cd clients and yarn build. So basically it just deploys both of these folders and then goes ahead and builds it out, right? So super simple, very easy to use, and that's the first step. And then so that's hosting for the clients. So clients and then server. Simply go to Heroku and deploy from GitHub as well. It's GitHub. It will give you a SSL encrypted site link that you can then use and add to your environment variables. And the environment variables are, so let's open that up. The environment variables were, so in here you need to add environment variables as well into your site settings. So definitely just go ahead and add something called Vite server URL, and in that Vite server URL you have a production link, or that link, and that link is basically the link from the under without the port number, and then basically it'll already handle everything. And yeah, it's pretty simple. I think like once you figure this out, just getting this up and going is super quick. So I'm gonna commit changes, update readme to handle deployments, and then we go ahead and commit directly. And now you can see that we have some extra instructions here that show hosting for client and for server. I think actually I should probably make that a little easier to read. So I'm going to go ahead and give some spacing between everything. And then commit changes again, commit directly. Perfect. Okay, so that's the steps on how to do it. If you want to do it for yourself, just simply feel free to fork our code. Our code is a bit ahead of the master branch as well, because I've added some improvements to it, as well as, of course, my own customizations for our branding and everything. But the idea is that definitely, as we keep going on, we hope to contribute more back to the open source and original project as well through pull requests. So definitely very excited about that. So yeah, so that was simple. Personalization also super simple as well. I think it was just a matter of like updating our own, name for the sites, as well as actually something interesting is updating, the logo, right? The logo that loads and our name here and so on and so forth. There's more things, but if you just, I guess, kind of search the logo files and you replace them, basically you'll end up replacing everything. So it's simple as that, very clear, and nothing to really worry about there. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to set up Academy articles. Academy, basically, we have a help center that basically explains a lot about our community. And what we want to do is we want to kind of show you, how things work inside our spaces. So I'm actually going to unpublish these ones. These ones don't matter as well, because we don't use Gather anymore, right? So then basically we want to go ahead and create new help articles that will potentially help users understand what they can do here. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to go ahead and duplicate this. So we have a duplicated copy. And then right here, oh, by the way, our help articles are loaded from Notion. This is why you're seeing everything in the Notion perspective. So now we're going to say our metaverse. And then our metaverse, we're going to open this up. And we're going to go ahead and probably just take one of our existing ones and just edit that. So I'm going to edit this one. Last update is today. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and remove this stuff. Okay, perfect. Actually, yeah, I guess we're just starting with a blank page, might as well. Okay, perfect. So there's a few articles I think need to be written. So first one is what is our metaverse? And we're going to explain what that is all about. And then the next thing would be, how do I create my own custom avatar? And then how do I create my own custom maps? And then how do I join rooms? I think it's another one as well. And then I think finally would be what is the public lobby? Yeah, what is the public? Actually, yeah, I think we can explain that there. What is the public lobby? And custom rooms. What are the public lobbies and custom rooms? How do I play as myself? How do I play as myself? And then how do I create my own unique world? Okay, and then why did we create this for the community? Why did we create a metaverse for the community? Okay, so this is some of the articles that I think are interesting. Also, I'm going to copy one of my formats here. So I like this. So I'm going to copy this format. And then right here, we're going to throw that in. And then here, I'm going to do a bookmark. Now I have a format for the rest of the articles coming up as well. So let's go ahead and talk about this. What is our metaverse? We created and actually I have a good explanation on this over the Make for Fun app. So I'm going to use that. It's under math. So quest together with other adventurers. There we go. I like this a lot. So we love having meaningful experiences together with our family, and we've always found that the most serendipitous moments happen when you are just hanging out and sharing about your day, and living your life together. So we built a a 2D virtual reality space that has proximity, that simulates real life with proximity chat, where you can only hear each other when you're in the same room and walking close to another. This makes it easy for you to put yourself into a virtual kind of office, meeting room, etc., to showcase your willingness and opportunity to engage in a meaningful, serendipitous conversation. Okay, so here's where I want to show you something really cool, where I'm a huge proponent of using ChatGPT to help make your life easier. So I'm going to go ahead and open up ChatGPT to show you guys what kind of I would do here to start and I guess make it easier for us to write this article, right? So right now we have here, so right now we are writing a help desk article about what is our metaverse. This is the content so far. Please feel free to rewrite and also add more details. We want 3 paragraphs in all. There we go. And let's see what happens. Okay, so this is okay, add details about us, about our community's goal to, our vision rather, to simplify life's challenges into something understandable like a video game, which is why this virtual space, this 2D virtual space, which is which has pixel art, is a great way to showcase this kind of to help users reimagine life like a video game and thrive in this environment. Okay, so that's another detail that we can do. But overall, the tone I don't really like, so change the tone to be more like this sample article. So I need to show them a sample article in terms of how we like it. So I think what's good is, oh, actually this is, oops, this is different. We need to update this. Oh wait, no, this isn't even live. Okay, great. Okay, let's use this. What is our metaverse? Okay, so here we're going to change like this. Very cool. So this gives us our detail. Wait, no. It's wait. You misunderstood. This is an already existing sample, an already existing article. I simply want you to follow the format / writing style with the content that we have already established above. No, that's already... Um, yeah. Don't use the content in the sample article. Just use the format. Nah, they're not really getting it. Okay, so let's try again. This is the content we're now working with. The tone is what I want you to learn from the sample article that I pasted. Please don't use any of the content from there. And then let's see what happens. I guess it's doing something useful. But I really don't want the unique thing. Like I don't need to talk about that. Okay. You don't need to follow the format of the bullet points and the headers. I just like the tone. Okay, let's see if ChatGPT understands this. Yeah, I think ChatGPT really doesn't understand what we're saying here. Okay, you know what? I think we'll just do this ourselves. So we have here, our metaverse we built our metaverse to help you imagine your life as a game and help and connect with other community members on their adventure to make friends and adventure together and unlock unique serendipitous insights. Our metaverse is crafted with charming pixel art and echoes in nostalgia video games, familiarity, making it familiar to our users to engage with. In this space, you can join different rooms, marked for different purposes, co-working, hanging out, meetings, etc. And have an opportunity to shape the space however you want, as this project is completely open source. Okay, open source, and then basically I'm gonna create some links. How do I join? Right here is I'm going to copy this link right here, different purposes, co-working, join different rooms, shape however you want. So shape the space and be however you want, and be whoever you want, as is completely open source. And available for customization. Okay, perfect. And then now I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of the metaverse so users can see what it looks like. So Conrad, and then I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this. And then I'll turn off the webcam for now. So let's go ahead here, screenshot this so people can see what they're getting into. So okay, perfect. And then now we'll publish this. That's one article down. And the next one is how do I join custom rooms for how do I get involved in co-working, chill, you know, discussions, etc. So this is going to be interesting. Again, I'm going to copy the bottom part so I can get a bunch of content here. Perfect. And then here, I'm going to go ahead and add this link so people can come in and edit this article if they wanted to. And then right here, we can go ahead and start talking about it. We've actually here even we have a bunch of stuff. Each space has its use. No, we don't have that. Okay, so yeah, these are good contents. I'm going to copy that. So we use specific rooms. We like being intentional with our rooms so that our members know what to expect when they join a space. Custom rooms 2.21 that meets. So please follow our social contract. That's important. Okay, so here. So inside our metaverse, we can go ahead and copy the link here so it's self-referential. Inside metaverse, we enable our community to create the custom rooms that they need to fulfill their adventure, on their adventure. For example, you might really need to get some support for to get stuff done, and therefore you might make a co-working room for others to join as well. You can also make duplicates of the same room, but with different themes. For example, if there is already a co-working room, but you find that their Pomodoros, that their music choice, uh, music choice isn't what you're going for, you can create another room with the theme that you like. This applies as for feel free to do whatever it takes to make a space that is right for you to thrive, to succeed in. You can also you can also add a password. Once you have created a room, you can share the link by simply copy and pasting the URL from the navigation bar. Paste on the URL by simply and sending it to a friend. You can also add a password so that you are only allowing certain team members, allowing certain people to join you in your adventure as well. Okay, so now we can go and take screenshots of this. So basically, I'm going to refresh this. So explore custom rooms. So create room. So co-working. we're going to be jamming out to lo-fi beats and doing 25-minute pomodoros. Okay, password's optional, so then we'll go ahead and screenshot this so we can have an example here. Okay, so I'm gonna just copy that for a second. Oops, let's remove the link so it's easier. Go to custom rooms. Okay, I'm also gonna screenshot this. Right there, co-working. And then I'm gonna create this. And now what I'm gonna get is I can open this up in a new tab. I can see that there's a custom room available, probably. Perfect. And then I can go ahead and screenshot this. Okay. And then once you share that link, then basically someone can join that. So create new room, co-working. Actually, okay, let's imagine ourselves in an RPG and play Final Fantasy while getting stuff done. So maybe a password here is Final Fantasy. Okay, and then unread. And then what we can do here now is we can refresh and see how that one looks like. So explore custom rooms, and now we can go ahead and get this as copied so that we have this. Actually, can I even edit that? No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. And then what we can do, we switch that, and then what we can do here is then we copy this link, and then we can show the password. And then now we have a password link that we can join. Yeah, let's just use this. And then we can go ahead here and just paste that in. Perfect. So now we can we're engaging with others. Okay, so this is another completed and published one. Perfect. And then we can go ahead and yeah, actually I want this to be okay, here, let me do that properly. I want that to be, let's go ahead and rebuild this. Explore custom rooms, create new room, co-working. Let's immerse ourselves into the game of life with that Final Fantasy music. Right, so I'm creating that, and then now what should happen is I can see it inside here. Perfect, and I'm going to screenshot this. I don't like that I was wrapping earlier. It could look a bit better. By the way, guys, don't forget to drink water. Very important, very important. Drink water. Perfect. So this is another published one. And then now I want to show people how to create their own custom avatars and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. And I think might as well just paste this in here as well. Grab the link here and then paste the link like so. I don't create my own custom avatar. So basically here is, we're gonna start talking about open source. Our project is completely open source. So you can feel free to submit a pull request on GitHub to contribute your own custom avatar. Okay. So we can do that under client, under public, I believe, under assets, and under character. Okay, let's see. So I know that what we can do here is, yeah, so here. So I think we should just copy this link. To add your own custom avatar, simply go to this link. If you go to the character folder on our GitHub, you'll need the following sprites. You need to upload the following images. Submit a pull request. So what we need to do is a JSON file. So a character.json file. So we can do a code here and we show what that looks like. Oh, this is very long. So let's see, how does this work? So there's a code and web texture packer. What's this? Ah, okay. So you need to download texture packer and then you can do it from there. And then we can just say use texture packer. Character.png file. You need to generate and upload the following images via a pull request. You can create the following using this utility. And then create a bookmark here. Perfect. But then basically we need a, I'm pretty sure we need a JSON.png, and we need something for the .single. Yeah, so run everything, idle animation. Can I sort this by name? No. Yeah, I want to just copy and paste this, then see. Because I see how this looks like. Okay, so it's idle animation. So character idle animation 1 to 19, I believe. 1 to 20. No, 1 to 24. Yeah, 1 to 24. Then run is up to 24 as well. .png. Okay, so these ones go in the character file, character folder, and then this one comes into the single folder. So single folder. So and then what we can do is we can grab this link. So character single. Okay, and then here we can just do this. Idle animations. So I want to duplicate this now. So character run, I think run animation, or just run. And then we have sit down, sit left, sit right, sit up. Character sit down. Sit left. And then sit right and sit up. And then sit up. Perfect. So that's how you're going to do that. And then perfect. Do the corresponding folder via pull request. You can create the required images using this utility. Perfect. And we'll keep it as simple as that for now. And then I'm going to copy and paste this whole thing, I guess. Oh, actually, no, I don't need to. I can just grab that later. Okay, I do think this is useful though. So I'll grab this as well. And now we can create our own custom maps. So we can go ahead and do this. So to create your own custom maps. So for maps, we go ahead and go to assets, go to map. Okay, so map.json. That's huge. I think there's also going to be a place to do it. Actually, yeah, how about this? I was going to paste this here. We're looking for contributors to look into this and how to do this in the most effective manner. The maps folder in GitHub. Start by checking out the maps folder in our GitHub. Okay, and then we can just keep it simple. And then we can go ahead and grab this, go there, grab that, and it is done. So now we have this published, and we can just go to HelpKit, sync, and then it will sync all our articles, and basically it'll go ahead and pull them up and send them over to the Academy page, our front end, like I have mentioned before. And then in the meantime, we can then finally go and do our next step, which is the widget. So the widget is super important to me, and let's get to that right after we drink some water. Hopefully you guys drink water at home as well. Okay, so what is the widget that ideally I want? The widget I want basically is I want to be able to have like a widget, almost like this too, right? Or even on the go live thing. That basically makes it really easy for us to see that people are coming in and joining the metaverse space. So that's super important to me. So I think the first step is showing some kind of live counter of how many people are even in this space. I think that's really important. So like just having a widget that can show that information. So what I want to do then is I want to basically see how to build a widget, and this will be my first time kind of building a widget as well. So I'm very, very curious like how it works and then what we can learn from code that's already established out there. So let's go ahead and just create a new page. So go ahead and grab a new page there. Okay, so I want to build a widget for my app. Basically, I want some of the information that I have inside my application from a web app. Basically, I want some of the information I have in my application to be overlaid on another website by simply providing them some head code. some code in their HTML head. What are the steps to get started? And we can start from there and see how it goes. Okay. So then let's go ahead and do a fetch data. That's interesting. I don't think I need a fetch data. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, so what I want to do first then is I want to then build that embeddable code. So I think what happens basically is, okay, so give me some sample.js code that will showcase, that will have a basic floating button in the bottom right of the page. Leave no functionality for now. A floating window with a button. No functionality. Just want to get the basics down. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I want to make this a separate JavaScript file that I can host in my web app project. Okay, so let's try that. So I'm in my code now, and then I want to take, I'm gonna create I'm using TypeScript in my code actually. So maybe I should use TypeScript. Okay, first let's make a new folder and let's call this widgets. Okay, my project uses .ts and .tsx. Should I be changing this code that you provided to fit that? We're making TSX. Okay. Ah, okay. Cool. Very cool, very cool. Okay, cool. This should be work. So basically I'm gonna create a new folder, a new file here called mywidget.js, for example. Okay, let's actually be specific. So this one's gonna be oracle.js. And then we're gonna go ahead and save that. And my understanding is that now I just need to add a script to the HTML page. And then in my app, okay, so this is my app.txx. Where can I add this script? Okay, that's not what I want. Yeah, external websites. Index.html. Okay. Index.html right here. Perfect. Okay, add your script under meta. Okay, right here. So let's add the script here. And then the script is slash path slash whatever. So actually it's slash src slash widgets slash oracle.js. So now I can check my development environment. Let's see what happens. So if this worked, I should see something in the bottom right. I do not. So let's see why. So let's go ahead and close my client, reload it. And also I'll double check to see if it has src dot widget widgets slash oracle.js. Okay, so it is working. So okay. Okay, let's see what's going on now. So nothing is showing. Okay, that's so it's really good. Like ChatGPT actually gives you information. Okay, let's see oracle.js. There you go. So let's run it. So unclocked. Ah, okay. So there we go. This is the error. Okay, so now we're gonna do this. So I'll update the JavaScript file. Okay, so I'm guessing I just replace this whole thing. Okay, let's see what's going on. Hey, nice, it works. Really cool. Okay, so now we have a click me button there. Okay, so now we can start doing really cool stuff. Because what I want to do is actually I want to load certain information into the page and then give it information. So what I mean by that is, okay, wait, so that's how it works. Better. This worked. Thank you. Now I want to do a bit more. So basically, I have this thing called store. So I need to go to custom room table. Let's see. In my application, I can access to get a variable. I want to show this information in the JavaScript in the oracle.js file that we created before, so we can serve it on third-party websites. How can we do this? Yes, there we go. There's complexities. Okay, isolation. I see, interesting. There's an API endpoint. Okay. So API endpoint to fetch the data. I could do that. Um, let's see. Yeah, I could definitely set that up. So what? So each app selector state.room. I'm actually very curious like how it's even getting that information. Okay, so let's think about how to set up this API endpoint. Can you show me how to create this API endpoint? Hmm. Okay, so that's basically what it's gonna give. I should be able to grab the information differently as well. Like I got state from somewhere. Okay, let's search where available rooms is coming from. Okay, set available rooms right here. So this is from my client, from stores, room store. Okay, so this is where I'm setting the reducer into this. These are all client based. Very interesting. Um, okay. What if I wanted to, can we simplify this? Um, could the .js file simply serve an iframe of a of an existing page that I have that already shows all my information on the available rooms, etc. Yeah, okay. Nice. This could work. Okay, let's try that. I think this could be interesting. So let's go ahead and set up this Oracle. So instead of that, I now want this. Let's just set up this as our basic URL. So let's not overcomplicate it. I think we just do that. And then, great, so it's loading itself, basically. That's actually pretty funny. Okay, so that's fantastic, actually. If it's loading itself, that actually gives me some good information because now I know it works. I am now going to make this a bit wider so we can see how we can work with this. So 400, let's say. Yeah, so it's a bit wider. And then what I want to do is now I want to make a custom page that only shows the information I'm looking for. So like this custom room thing, I want to show that. So I want to show custom rooms. So let's go custom rooms. So custom rooms. Yeah, so this whole page, basically custom room wrapper, is what I want to show. So first of all, I just want to show this and see how it works. So I want to create a new page. So I have index, obviously, but I want to, and even I have app. Yeah. Okay, what happens if I just create a new file and I call this one, I don't know, I call this one, actually, I don't need to do it here. I can do it under widgets. So widgets, new file. Let's call this available rooms dot tsx. Actually, I can just do oracle dot tsx. Okay, oracle dot tsx. Okay. So I'm going to now paste something in here. I want to do not render or whatever, but I want to do yeah, app dot function. Not here. I want to do function oracle, and then we do return, and then we can go ahead and close that, do that, do this. And then what we can do is format the document and then make sure that we have everything here. So yeah, so we had this just now in room selection dialog. I'm just gonna copy everything for now because I'm lazy and I want to see just everything working in one go. Custom room wrapper is not here as well still. Why? Custom room wrapper. Oh, it's all here. Okay, so let's just take everything here just to see what's going on. Okay, and then show create room. Yep, I don't care about that right now. So now I need to load Oracle page. So slash src slash widgets slash Oracle. Okay, that's the .js, .tsx. But that's not loading that page. Okay. So I created a .tsx page. Do I need a pages folder? Okay, let's figure out how Vite works. For Vite, do I need to, how do I create a new page? Okay, let's just do it, put it in pages. So src pages, and then widgets go inside pages. Okay, now let's see if this works. So we want to do Oracle pages slash Oracle. Okay, interesting. It's loading this, but it's not really what I want. Oracle.tsx. I only want to show this thing. So why is it showing other stuff? So function Oracle. For okay, wait. So export defaults. Okay, so there's something wrong with this code in general. So let's take a look. So Oracle.tsx. So we're doing this open return and then we need export defaults. Oracle. Okay, so let's take a look. This is my new oracle.tsx page. The iframe is just showing the home page when I link to it. What's going on? Okay, maybe it's not pages. Maybe, okay, I think that's interesting. So if I just put like random things in the 404s, will it even show anything? It will still show something. Okay, okay, okay. So that's good to know. So it means that it might not be, um, it might not be actually be even finding that page. That's very funny. Okay, so how do I then run that page? I want to run this page. So, uh-huh. Doesn't have a separate HTML file. Would it make sense to just simply load it? Because it's a single page application anyway. Uh, it might make sense for me to just do this. So I look for information, right? Backdrop, UI, and whatnot. Yeah, I think I'll do this. So instead of doing all this stuff, I'm gonna try and remove Oracle first. And then what I'm gonna do here is I'm just simply going to add a parameter. So I'm gonna add UTM, not UTM, sorry, but mode. Let's call it mode. Mode is Oracle. Okay, so this should just load everything properly. Let's see. Yeah, so everything's proper there. And I'm gonna make it like really big just to like observe it more. So 800, let's say. And we have mode Oracle here. And then what I want to do is I want to make it so that it doesn't have everything else loaded. So basically, if I see that it has mode Oracle, I'm going to do something different. So if I am finding mode Oracle, params, location search, okay, so I have this code in my app.tx6. I want to also be looking for a parameter mode. Okay, so mode dot do this, and if mode do that. Okay, so let's do this. So simple, if constant mode, do that, and then if mode. Let's go ahead and just try this out. I want to see if it worked. So let's get our console. Yeah, mode Oracle, perfect. So I refresh, let's see how many times it runs actually. It runs twice. Oh, 2 times. Interesting. Okay, but for the most part, it works. So let's do that. So if the mode is Oracle, then I also want to set information. So let's set information here. So, so we're gonna set not filter. We want to set this. And then it's usually empty. So mode, let's set mode. Okay, and then we want to just do a set mode. So set mode. Mode. There we go. Now we have mode saved in a variable, and now we can do a very interesting code where if something, right? So if mode and do nothing, basically. I want to just do nothing. Just div and div. So it should just be blank there now. Interesting, it's not. So how come? Because basically it's still giving me this backdrop. Well, what if I talk about everything in between? I'm just curious. Take out everything. Okay, so it's loading from there. So what I can do then is if mode here, if actually I'll do it like this, mode exists, then I do this, otherwise I do this. So here, and then I do some wrapper here. Okay, so now this should be good. Okay, so why is this a problem? Um, okay, how about this? I do this properly. Let's see. Okay, basically I want to check if mode exists. Okay, so this is the another part of my app.tsx code. If mode exists, if mode is Oracle, I want to show a different I want to show different components to a placeholder for now. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, okay, so we start with if here. Oh, and then we throw in the UI. Interesting. Is that how I want to do that? I get it. It's not bad. It wraps everything. Yeah, else if mode equals to Oracle, and then we can just do this and close it up. UI equal to just div. What's wrong with my mode? Okay, so now there's no UI. That's great. Is it laggy? Possibly. Yeah, actually, I don't want to show UI at all. Like, the idea is that I don't want to show any of this stuff. So let's keep that simpler. So, um, I don't want to show any of the other backdrop, etc. if the mode is Oracle. Okay, we can return early. Ah, okay, perfect. So this makes it really easy. So I'm gonna do this, do it even before here. So return, yeah, so do random diff for now. It should be empty. I just want to make sure it's not super laggy. But it's still showing that, eh? Um, hmm, okay. Okay, it's definitely loading into it. Is it loading two things? Wait, that's so weird. Um, okay. Um, Test is good. Let's go ahead now and set this as a, yeah, let's see. What do I do here? I want to do an early return. For whatever reason, backdrop is still loading. Yeah, I was thinking that I can just return it like, yeah, if the mode is there, I'll just do something different on the stage. I can just do it from here. So, mode equals, if the mode is, let's say, if the mode is Oracle, and do this. There's something wrong here. Okay, let's see what's wrong with this code. What's wrong with my code? Okay. So return, we get rid of the JSX. So mode equals Oracle. Triple. Null. And open this, close this. There we go. Okay, let's see what happens. Interesting. Okay, so that's always going to load in the background, no matter what, because that's just the way the app is currently running. Fine. So diff, and then we can say test. I still don't know why this is like reverse and whatnot. It's very strange. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I think maybe I'll take a pause on this for now. We did a lot today already, but I think right now this problem is probably a bit beyond me, to be very honest. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take a pause, and we'll come back to this another time, or maybe we can see if someone else wants to submit like a pull request to solve this problem. Yeah, but I'm gonna just undo everything here because I think it's a bit of too much. So I'm gonna do all that. Oops. There's one. Oh, yeah. So get rid of mode. Perfect. And let's see if changed. Nope. Oracle can also be removed. I think the interesting thing is if we do an iframe, I get that it'll be tough. If we want to just do like a pop-up, I think that works as well. But then if we're just doing that, we can just add that script anywhere. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, I think we can also get rid of these two things then, and then we can just see what we can do next time. Let's discard that, and let's discard. Yeah, well, actually, I like the idea of this. This is basically something that we can use to, in the future, check something out. I think the future use case is like I want to basically grab information and yeah, I'm curious too. I'm let's do one more quick thing. What is the ideal? The ideal is that has an API. I can link into here. I can call information. So then I think the solution perhaps for now is inside our community space. We want to just have a thing on the bottom right beside this. And actually, let's inspect this. So like if this is smaller, does it disappear as well? It does disappear. So what could be useful is top left maybe. Yeah, top left, or we just add a link on the bottom here for our, we just add a link for now, poetry metaverse. And then this is meta.x3.family. HTTPS meta.x3.family. So I'm gonna just add that for now. And then I think that will give us something useful for now. Yeah, I can't think of a better way to do it right now. Like a custom link here maybe, but like again, as things change, it's very tough for it to maintain fidelity. I also wouldn't mind it being just like a toast, but yeah, it's not the best. Okay, I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all your support. If you guys want to try it out, definitely feel free and definitely check it out for yourself and join us in the community.